I'm going to leave everything in place. I think the eagle's still on the ground for us to look at. Oh, I think it might be taking off. Yeah, it just took off. Shoot. Just took off. Can't find it. Unfortunately, I can't see very well. Sun is in my eyes. I can't feel because my gloves are on my hands. I think there's another eagle in the air. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing there is. Yes, there is. I just caught a peek of it.
Can we get by you, sir?
Yeah. Excuse me.
How are we looking?
We're looking at an eagle in the air. That's why I'm...
Right here?
Well, another one. Let me no, you go ahead. Gotta move my tripod because I can't. I'm stuck on the edge of the bridge. Oh! So we've got 3 eagles here at least. That sounded like a robin, almost. Maybe not. Is that a nest? I think that's a nest. Hold on. Another eagle if I can find it. Okay, I've got to move. Let's get where we can see better. No. One up high.
Yeah.
If I can find it.
We have one nesting down in our area,
Do you?
almost right along the highway. You can almost reach out and touch it.
I envy you.
It's I don't know how well you can see.
Well, right now I'm just following the one that's in the air.
Yeah, there's two of them way over beyond the trees.
I'm following one.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, but to the left there's two more way over there.
This one's sitting.
Oh, I see one in a nest right now.
This one's in a nest too.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just get set here. Or at least it looks like a nest. Okay. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
You're lucky.
yeah. It's from here to that tree away from the road.
Highway.
You're absolutely lucky.
Yeah.
Like I said, I envy you.
Very fortunate because we can watch it, you know, when the young. You can see it driving by.
Okay, let me just get set, everybody.
It's a great mix.
Is the house next to you for sale?
Well, it's right along the river. I mean, they've got it made. They can fish in the river.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
So you're seeing in the nest?
There is an, well, let me see.
Now there's four of them way over beyond those trees. There's four
In the
of
air, or?
them. In the air, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Very distant,
Get
though.
over here.
yeah, it's not very graceful.
I give up being graceful all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Boy, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if they're all eagles or not.
Flying or the tree?
Wow, look at them.
Up in the air.
Yeah.
And well out there. I mean, there's, you know, from here they look like small birds, but
Yeah. They're not. What?
Yeah.
What? Let's try these here.
Alright.
Way out.
okay.
Those are pellets. No, to your left.
I forgot where the nest is.
See it?
Oh,
There's the nest.
Attack eagles in there. from around here?
No, actually, I'm not, but it's worth coming up here for me.
We're from PA, so
Are you? Oh my goodness! So you've driven quite a ways.
yeah. We enjoy it though.
It's worth it, definitely. I was hoping to see snow geese, but they're not in a close spot from what I've seen so
We
far.
haven't seen them yet.
Do you know where East Road, or do you know where Route 31 is? From there, you can see some, but they're very distant.
Usually they're all over here.
We was hoping that they'd open the park up over there by now.
No, they basically it's not until April 1st, weather permitting. If you're talking about Wildlife Drive,
Yeah.
yeah, weather permitting, April 1st. I think I might have just seen a bufflehead. Not sure.
We've been up here several times.
That's definitely worth it.
We have lots of eagles down in our area.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have some in mind, but
We're on the Susquehanna River
are you? Okay.
and the Chemung, so we have, thank goodness, when I was a kid growing up there, we never had any.
You know, it's as if you're reading my mind. I used to think when I was young that maybe I would never see a bald eagle, and I've been lucky enough to see them, quite a few times up here and even in my own area. Yeah, it's a bufflehead. I see it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, we've had them in fact, I call it our Smithfield Eagle. We live in a teeny town, township actually. It's got about 1,300 people in it. It's got a lot of ponds. Oh, there goes one.
Oh, eagle? Yep. By the way, I'm streaming this live,
Oh,
just so as you know.
and
Pardon me?
so,
That's a pileated that we just heard,
so
I think. No, maybe that might have been a, actually that was probably a northern flicker. Either that or a northern flicker.
You're streaming it where?
I'm streaming to YouTube.
So, I call it the Smithfield Eagle that flies around our tiny town, but we have lots of ponds around. And I never in a million years thought that we'd have an eagle in our area.
When I first saw one from my own home, I was really surprised.
Yeah. We've had them fly over our house, and it's just astonishing. And then we've had 2 matures in our area, and it's just, I think it's thrilling.
Oh, absolutely.
I just never get tired of seeing them. And then we went to Alaska.
Oh,
And, oh my goodness, they were like everywhere.
that I've never done. I've never gone to Alaska.
If you like eagles,
Well,
go to Alaska.
quite honestly, I
Oh, I see the nest now.
I don't want to see too many of them in a way, because then it's like, you take it for granted.
Yeah.
And
They do up there.
so I get to see just enough to keep it interesting.
Well, I would never take it for granted, though. That's just, I just would never get tired of looking at them, or any wildlife for that matter.
I'm pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
When you're taking the boat ride up there, you see all these little islands.
Mm-hmm.
You see the whiteheads all over, and then you see the puffins. And
Oh, wow.
The otters.
otter, huge otters, 6
Oh my
feet,
gosh.
6 foot otters.
Really? They're that big?
Yes,
Or they're the
they
ocean
are.
otters, yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Bigger
Yeah.
than you expect, cracking the oysters on their stomachs. Oh my gosh, it was just a phenomenal trip.
Did you see a bird in the nest?
There was an eagle in the nest, but I'm guessing it left. Let me see if I can find that nest again. I think I'm looking at the nest now.
I just had it, now I've lost it again.
Well, I see it. It's quite small, actually.
And you know, I think there's an eagle there now. Maybe. Yeah, I think there's an eagle now in it. And maybe it's been there right along.
Is it like in the middle of those?
Here, take a look at my camera screen, if you can. I think there's one. Yeah, there's one right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's moving. Now whereabouts are you looking?
That away. That's all I can tell you. I mean,
Yeah, it's moving.
With the naked eye, I can't see the nest.
Yeah, I can't get a
Yeah, I see it.
pinpoint of what you're looking at.
Yep, yep.
You can just see the white head.
Yeah, I see it. I can see the eagle. Huh. Awesome.
And I believe at one point I had seen two eagles there. One that flew away, and then this one that seems to be staying there. So maybe it's, you know, maybe it has eggs there already. It's very possible.
They should have eggs there by now.
Well, you know, I think it varies by location. I mean, you know, eagles obviously are different than red-tailed hawks, but like I've seen in some areas where it's like, okay, you see hawks are clearly nesting, they're on their eggs, and then others where it's like, okay, both adults are flying around and they must not be nesting just yet.
Down home, that eagle is definitely nested.
Oh yeah, it's been there for 2 weeks or more.
I'm guessing you could probably ask for its autograph or something.
Oh my gosh. It's a
Give them the photo
tourist
you showed me.
attraction.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's a parking area a few hundred feet past where the thing is, and there's guardrails, and people walk along the guardrails and stand there and watch it. It did have the nest in a pine tree down over the bank. The bank drops right off to the river.
Okay.
But then, I don't know if the wind blew it out or not, because we had some really bad storms.
Oh.
And then it built in this sycamore tree. And
There was a nest up in this area that was easily seen. You know, it's fairly close and everything. It was wonderful. But then
I can't see.
they gave it up to some ospreys, which I think it had originally was owned by the ospreys. And then they built someplace farther back and harder to see, but it was okay. And then I think something happened to that nest, and now my understanding is they're farther back in, and no one can see them. Eagle in the air above those trees.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still is or not. Oh, there it is.
Yep. Just dip down.
There's two birds in that nest.
Yes, there is. I just saw that.
Yep, there's two birds.
Oh,
in
yeah.
that nest.
How'd that happen?
They snuck in on us.
Rude. Unless they were there the whole time and one just had its head down.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting when this nest hatches along the highway. I foresee rear-end collisions when people start.
Oh, I believe it.
That nest is there.
I believe it.
And
You just hope that they don't disrupt and disturb the
Well,
eagles.
so far, it's not bothered by the traffic. I would have thought that it wouldn't have built there if it was. But if they start having accidents there with the fire trucks and the
Oh, yeah.
ambulances and everything else,
That could drive them away.
yeah, I'm afraid that might be an issue. I hope not, because they've been there for years in the pine tree. And now
Well-
they're in that sycamore.
Oh, okay. So
that's-
closer, you know,
yeah.
okay.
It's much more visible. And like I said, it's like looking from here to those trees right there. It's
Oh.
that close. It's that close to the highway. So hopefully that's had like two hatchlings almost every year.
Really?
Yeah,
Cool.
eaglets, I should say. So, and then, how far from Ulster to Athens? 6 miles? Yeah, 5 miles. There's another nest.
Really?
Yeah, there's nests all over up in that area. We've been adding to the population for a number of years, so we're lucky. Well, they must be sitting on the nest. It must be their part. At least one they did.
All I know is it seems like I was here early enough to see most of the activity. Now things have settled down. And most of the stuff. If there had been an eagle sitting on the ice just over there, would have had a good look at it, and I had to get my gear and it took a few moments to do that, and by the time I came here, it was flying around.
Nice talking with you.
Nice talking with you. Good luck.
Same to you.
Take care. We're going to leave ourselves very soon. Just want to stay here, see if there's any further activity. Stay here a few moments. Sorry, we missed the eagle on the ground, but we saw some nice activity in terms of flights. You can see, those geese are, well, not close, but you can see some of the shimmer around them because of the, the sunshine. And to our right, I don't believe I've shown them to you. There's some more, a couple more Canada geese over here. Where are they? There they are. But not much else. I don't see anything really on the water here or anything like that. So it's really, most of the activity was, or most of the interesting activity was of the eagles. And I don't see the bufflehead even anymore. I'm guessing it's still there. I just, maybe we can't see it. So maybe we should head to the car. Interesting to see this, the nest that we've seen here. There it is. Too bad it's so far away. That eagle looks like it's looking up. Is there anything up above? Not that I see. If you can, if you're watching a bird, pay attention to what it's actually. Obviously you're paying attention to what it's doing, but if it is looking up or something like that, there's a decent chance it's doing so for a reason. and or at least a reason that might interest you. And you know, when we were watching that eagle when we first arrived, here, there they are. Hold on. When we were watching the eagle when we first arrived here, the one that was flying around, I noticed it seemed to be looking up. And I've seen that with hawks, and it seems like, you know, that means there's a good chance there's a bird above it that it's looking at. Not sure where the other one is right now. Now I am. Sorry, I had to reposition my feet. Changed my tripod a bit this week, and probably need further adjustments. I only see the one eagle. I don't know where the other is right now. Hold on. Okay. Actually, I've lost sight of both now. Oh, there's one. That was the bufflehead again. That's a male bufflehead, by the way. And With the naked eye, I don't see any of the eagles in the air. So we're gonna, I think, head to the car very soon, unless something shows up. But this hasn't been a bad stop, I have to say. And you thought we'd never see anything at Mays Point. Every once in a while, we do. It's probably a little early yet, but remember last year we also saw that scarlet tanager here. Had a very brief look at it, but a look nonetheless. Okay, let's head back to the car. I don't see any other activity at the moment. Let me put my glove back on, because my hand is very cold. Oh, closer, hold on. Eagle in the air, I think. I wouldn't mind seeing one come in and go for a fish, quite honestly. Not sure what this one's doing, but it doesn't look like it's fishing. It's not here at Mays Point. Hello. I was just looking at an eagle that flew that away. There is an eagle nest with an eagle on it. If I can find it again. There it is. It's not close though, unfortunately, but if you can see where my scope is pointed. I can even give you a look. One second here. At a little bit above our eye level, not much.
Oh, there's somebody in the air up there.
Lost sight of whatever is in the air. Oh yeah, I see that. Probably an eagle.
Yep, it's big enough. Yeah, I see the nest.
You-
Can't see the bird.
There's a white spot. You should be able to see it every once in a while. If you look, the white spot is right here. Up and to the right, let's say. Oh, there's one. Here we go. Two eagles flying together. Do you see them?
I see one.
Both
They're there.
both
There's
young.
three.
Well, there are two that were right, very, very close to each other.
Right. One above them. Tell whether that white dot is just a branch.
No, there's an eagle there, definitely.
Okay, yeah, there it changed. Head was right in front of the branch. It was in the sun. Very nice.
Here's one coming closer, by the way.
Yeah. And 3 up above us.
Well, I'm going to stick with the one that's getting close.
Immature. Looks like. It's mottled. Nice. Sun. So we've got 4 at least. Oh, there's 3 up there. Together.
I'm still on the one. Oh, I see. Up higher.
Yeah, really high. He's pretty determined to go somewhere.
Okay. There's also a bufflehead on the water. Straight ahead.
Yep. Well, good hunting.
Good luck to you. All right, let's, I think we're going to make our way back to the car. Of course, I said that a long time ago. And see what else we can see. I think we'll go back to 31 and see if anything's improved there. But we've got to get back to the car and get situated in there again. And yeah, nothing else is going on. But this wasn't bad. I'm glad we stopped. I hope you enjoyed seeing the eagles as much as I did. Wish we had seen the one that was on the ground while it was still on the ground, but can't win them all. I'll need a few minutes to get back in the car. Take care. Let them leave and then we'll get back in the car. Over here, we'll look around.
Rumor has it that there's snow geese up.
Do you know where Route 31 is?
Yep.
I saw some a little while ago. I'm going to go back. I saw some from there, but they were very far out.
Oh.
But it's worth going in. I'm going to go back there and see if they've gotten any closer, but I would go there. Also, on Cayuga Lake, there were 3 patches of them as I was driving here, so who knows where they are. So
Good.
they're around. Take care. Very nice people, but they're driving a Toyota. Maybe a while before they're out of the way. Let me start. Oh, hold on. There's another. Just heard a nut hatch. So I can get that tree out of our way a little bit. Hold on. Love how the sun goes through the feathers like that. Just lost it when I shifted my feet. Oh, there it is.
Get out of your way.
No, you're okay. Thank you.
No sight. There's an eagle perched along.
I was just
before
watching
the
one.
Entrance over.
Okay, I was just watching one in flight just
Yeah.
now, and they've been flying around here. There's a nest over, if you walk out on the platform, in the trees, there's a nest there. And
Far down, do you think?
I couldn't tell you. That I don't know. And it's hard to see. You have to look, if you have binoculars, you have to look pretty carefully.
Yeah. Anything along the canal over here?
That I can't tell you. I haven't seen anything today.
I think I'm here too early.
Not necessarily. You never know what you can see. It's good to come up here all the time, but I would walk out there because eagles have been flying around. You know, just keep your eyes open for the whole sky, and just you'll never know what you'll see.
I hear something.
That's a gull,
You have gulls here too.
but that's what you heard. Okay.
Yeah, I'm more into waterfowl, but it's a little.
There's a bufflehead that's been over there.
Yeah, and you see something now.
Pigeons. Yeah, at least three pigeons just flew through.
What happened to snow geese? Are they slowing up? Or?
No, they're around. As I came here, I saw 3 large patches of them on Cayuga Lake. And I know there was a bunch of them, if you go to Route 31.
I'm familiar with that.
You could see them, but they were very far away.
And then not a whole lot at this stage.
Quite a few, actually,
Really?
by the looks of it, yes. But I couldn't tell you how extensive they were there on 31 because they were so far away.
So the field is flooded enough for them to come in.
Flooded enough, and actually, more importantly, there's enough vegetation to make it worthwhile for them to land and forage.
A few years back, I saw several thunder swans. Flew with them. Smaller ones.
Well, there are tundra swans around, I believe, and I think I've seen some today. Matters where you go, and but they're around. Let me just get situated here, everybody. I'm going to connect you to the other camera. Head up. I've seen that, and I don't know how familiar you are with the area, but Shockey Pool's over there too,
Yeah.
and that can be a good place to see eagles. So
I know the platform up there.
okay, well this was good today here, and like I said, 31. There were snow geese a little while ago, and I just don't know if they're still around or what the story is.
I'm going to be here through tomorrow and early Monday.
Okay.
So
Well, I wish
hopefully I'll
you
get around. I won't go down Towpath Road,
that.
but I'll go down Railroad sometime.
I don't know about railroad, I don't even know where that is, but I know toll path. I went down once, and that was enough for me. Once was enough.
Yeah, he's never kept that one up.
Well, not only is it in bad shape, at least that day I didn't see anything, so it really wasn't worth my while.
I hear you on that.
Good luck to you. Take care.
Appreciate the information.
No problem. I'll be with you as soon as I can, everybody. I'm gonna leave my heavy coat on just in case we have to get right back out of the car. But I better connect batteries so that the battery you're using right now doesn't die. Oh, come on. Even the seatbelt's involved with the wires now? Okay. You know, it's not the warmest day, but it's not super freezing. And, you know, actually, maybe I shouldn't jinx anything, but it hasn't been terribly windy. It seemed to be windier earlier. And, but I think there's enough breeze that helps to encourage, and also it's just, you know, maybe that time of year, but helps to encourage the larger birds to take flight. And I think this is actually overall, I mean, I wish it weren't so sunny, but actually a nice day. Now, you know, we did just now take advantage of that sunshine as it was shining on the bald eagle we were looking at. So, I mean, it's not all bad. Let's take a left right here just in case. I know I want to go to 31, but let's take a left here anyway. Just in case there's something we're seeing here. Just taking a quick look and not seeing anything right off the bat. There were mergansers here last week, you may recall. And we watched those for a bit. Common mergansers. See anything like that? No. So we're moving on. Just wish I could have been situated with everything out on the platform just a minute or two earlier, so we could have looked at that eagle. I think we would have had a good close look at it on the ground. So we just missed out. Let's head back towards 31 and maybe see if things have changed there, hopefully for the better. It's 1:30. We have to be mindful of the time. If it weren't for the fact that, you know, I have breeze right now, which isn't too bad, really. It looked like tomorrow would be, you know, today they said, you know, either getting sunny. I kept seeing different things. Becoming sunny, partly sunny, whatever. But tomorrow is just plain sunny, and I'd rather not have plain sunny. Snow goose decoys are still there, looking just like they did earlier. And I don't see any huge flocks of snow geese here. Not within view just yet. If they're there, they still seem to be in the same spot. So, no real improvement that I can see. So I think I'm going to turn right around, and we're going to start heading towards the two locations where we have seen snowy owls in the past. Let's go. Sorry about not showing you the snow geese, but you know, I can't say that we've completely wasted our time. I enjoyed watching the eagles anyway. Oh, what do I see? What do I see? What do I see? What do I see? Do I see something? I'm not sure what I see. Hold on. Come on, wires. Come on. This is a pain. You can't see very well. Somehow I don't believe they're snow geese, but maybe they are. Hold on, let me see if I can get a look. Binoculars again. No, I don't believe they're snow geese. I don't know what they are, but... Alright, we're gonna keep going. I may be wrong, but I don't believe they're snow geese. Maybe Canada geese or maybe crows, but I don't believe they were snow geese. Again, I could be wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if they're the Canada geese from East Road. I don't know. We're gonna make our way and see if hopefully we have some luck elsewhere. let's go. Eagles nearby. She showed me a picture on her phone, and I mean, they had a, however that was taken, it was a good, pretty close look at that eagle nest. But you know, we're kind of spoiled in a way. You know, in this day and age, you see so many nest cameras that are up and operational. It's almost not a big deal to see a bird nest of one sort or another. And of course, other than from the nest cameras, but like from the ground, it's difficult. But we've been lucky in prior years, and who knows if it'll ever be used again. But the cliff nest, red-tailed hawk nest at the cliff above Fall Creek in Ithaca, that's really for us a great situation. I think that gentleman gave up. I just drove by Mays Point. I didn't see him out there. I realize I don't always use it myself, but sometimes you just have to have patience. You can't just go to a place and expect to see a million birds. Now, it's one thing if you're making a stop because you expect to go to another place where you know something is happening. I'm going to skip Shocky Pool. But it's another if you're just in an area and you have a reasonable expectation of seeing something, but you can't just expect it to be there the whole time that you're there. One thing I'll point out, and everyone has their own ways of doing things, but for me, I could have a camera with a very, very powerful lens, but I still feel that binoculars are very useful when they're great for looking over larger areas more comfortably. And with decent magnification to allow you to look over an area and maybe use the binoculars to find what you would then zoom in on with your more powerful lens. I often think that binoculars are, and you can use them a little bit interchangeably, but binoculars you use to seek, and the scope you use to see. And there are times, depending on what kind of view you're looking for, where the binoculars actually give you a better look than the more powerful lens. I mean, depending on the type of lens, maybe you're too close. You could be walking along a trail, and suddenly you see that there's a hawk or something in a tree 10 feet away. And if you were to look through, let's say you have a powerful prime lens which only has one zoom factor, it doesn't even zoom it, one magnification factor, you may not be able to get the entire bird within view. But the binoculars, which aren't as powerful, might give you a better view. All depends on the situation. for me, most of the time, the very first step obviously is looking with the naked eye, and then maybe very quickly moving to binoculars, depending on the area you're looking at. Maybe find something with the binoculars, and then use a scope or powerful camera lens to get a closer look. Come on, light. Okay. This guy in front of us is a little slow. What do I see in the air? Looks like another eagle. What? No, maybe not. Might be a hawk. I think it's a hawk. Maybe. It is looks like a red-tailed hawk. What we'll do is, we're going to make our way towards Ithaca, and I don't believe I'll keep things running the whole way, but we'll make various stops. I have not gone and looked for snowy owls in the usual locations, and quite honestly, they'll be heading out of the area pretty soon, I believe. I don't know what really prompts them to go. Maybe it's light, and length of the day, or who knows. But if tomorrow's warm, as warm as maybe, well, I don't know about up here, but I thought I had seen one of the forecasts anyway for the various areas I look at was 60. Might be a little warm for a snowy owl. Sure if to our left there's a body of water. I'm not sure if that's considered part of Cayuga Lake or not. I do see some swans on it. At least they look like swans to me. I think we're going to keep going. I'm taking a left right here, but I think we're going to keep going. I don't know if there's much activity. What happens, and I've mentioned this before, is when things are partially iced over, at least I've seen, that tends to make the waterfowl congregate, and also the birds such as bald eagles that do a lot of fishing. They may congregate in such areas too, because it's open water. Come on. Now, with things warming up, as they have been, and more of the lake becoming open, you get less of the concentration. I do see some swans. I see some closer swans. Maybe we'll have a look. If I can find a clear view. Here, see it, like I said, things are now spread out, and maybe get a look at the swans. Maybe not. It's not going to be a great view, I don't believe, but we'll try. No, this won't work. Too many trees in the way. Well, this might not be too bad. Let's try from here just a bit. Got a vehicle coming, as you can probably see. Seems confused a bit. Okay, gotta back up. Just a quick look at the swans. And the angle here is it's going to be tough for me anyway. But 1 second here. Hold on, before I forget, I better get the batteries out of this coat in case I put it in the trunk. Okay. Seem to be tundra swans. You can see the yellow dot near the eye on this one. We won't be here long. I just wanted a quick look. There are some ducks to our left. Maybe we should look at them too before they swim out of view. Looks like mallards, I guess. They're all mallards? Probably. Okay. Interesting coloring on this one. Okay, let's take a quick look at some of these gulls that are here, and then we're going to move on. Back to the swans, just for a bit. They're beautiful. Off we go. Better change the battery now. I'm getting a warning that I better change the battery, so I might as well do it. No, the batteries don't last. You know, sometimes you get the excitement of eagles in the air, but just watching some swans slowly swim away, that ain't so bad either. It all depends on what you're looking for, of course. I do try to give you a variety. Try to give me a variety. Feeling this person ahead of us is going to be a real slow poke. Degrees. I had seen, and I can't remember if it was for Ithaca or for here, I had seen a high temperature forecast of 38. So it might get a little warmer, but probably not for long. way towards the airport. We'll take a quick look around. Maybe I should go in and see if they know of an airport, or of an owl there, just like I did last week. They knew of one, and so it made it easy for me to see it. I'm sure I would have seen it otherwise. See a car pulled over where I would pull over, or near where I would pull over, possibly. Pull over, but I don't know if they're looking at something. I don't know. It looks like hold on a second. Do I see an owl? I see an owl. Hi, owl. Ugh, mud. Okay. Now again, it's sunny, so we may not get a great look. But I believe I see an owl. Unless I'm just fooling myself. Should have taken off my coat. It's getting too hot in here. Anyway, so we're looking at a snowy owl right now, and I'm going to look around a bit. That van that we passed that looked like it was looking around has moved on. I don't know if she was looking around or not. So I see this. We're seeing this one owl. This view, the visibility is not great. So maybe we won't be here all that long. But it's good to see it anyway. Beautiful owl. We won't be here that long. I think I'd like to go actually into the airport and look around. You never know, maybe there's a second owl or something. I saw someone mentioned, I guess there's, you know, we are getting dislikes in YouTube of the stream, of the video, of the tour, whatever. And quite honestly, if I were you, you should be like me and don't let it bother you. Quite honestly, I have no idea who would do it. Maybe it's the same person. Let me see here. Maybe it's the same person every time. Maybe it's a different person every time. I have to suspect it's someone who is allowing me to live rent-free in his or her head. That's my guess. Someone who has an axe to grind, but who knows? Don't care. I see a dark bird. Let me see if I can get it. It's very far away. And let me see if I can find it. Not sure I can or not. Can't see it with the naked eye. Well, all right. Let's. Good to see the owl. That may be the last time we see an owl this year. Who knows? But or until winter next year. Let's go to the airport and see if maybe, by any chance, if there's another one. Flying. I didn't show it to you, but oh yeah, it is an eagle. We have a couple eagles flying around here, I think, at least one. But they're far away, so they're not worth really trying too hard to get a look at from here. I've told you my own rule is, or my rule of thumb, I should say, is if I can't see it with the naked eye, chances are, if I record something, even with my best equipment, it's not going to be that good a look. Good to see the owl, though. Sometimes, though, obviously, you see something, and if it's really special for some reason, out of the ordinary for some reason, well, you know, even if it's too far away to see with the naked eye, you still do your best to record it. Just stop here for a moment and listen. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if there's only one owl here, and if that was it, it could be that, you know, if we were to go inside, they might not know of any owls here just because that one may not be within their view. Just stop here and take a look. It is easier to see them now just because of the lack of snow, and much of the snow in terms of the piles from the snow plows have melted away. Maybe I should walk in myself through the airport and see if there are any others, and then if there are, come back and get you. I'm not seeing anything just yet. Maybe not at all. Okay, that's what I want to do. I'm going to park the car. I'm going to walk in and see if I can see another owl, or if they know of any other owls, or what the story is. Okay, so I'll leave you here for a minute or two, maybe 3, maybe more, I don't know, and I should be right back. Don't touch anything. There is a second owl here today, and I just saw it, and it's in the same spot as where we saw one last week. Now, hopefully today will be better than last week. We have less wind. It is sunny, so we'll see what happens. But we're going to give it a try, and I'm going to switch scopes to the more powerful one. And you can actually still see a little bit the snowy owl we have seen already. I need some equipment. We probably won't be here too long, but I think it's worth a look, and hopefully you agree. But we'll switch to the other scope, and hopefully we'll have a few good looks. Never know. It may not be that good because of the sunshine. What did I tell you about the sun? See? Shouldn't be too much longer before I'm ready. What else? Where are the batteries? Do I have the batteries? Give me the batteries. Okay. About ready to go. So we may end here and then allow me to take a break and drive back to Ithaca. I may stop here instead of going to Sable Road. We'll see how things go. Okay. Let's stop right here right now and take a look at what we've got. And actually, for me to be in the shade while I do this, so the camera, I have no interference from the sun, might not be a bad thing, even though we're farther away. I think I hear a horned lark. Hold on. Okay. Wait a minute. Look,
You can go down further if you want.
Thank you. I might, but
That,
here
I
I'm
don't know
in the
if
shade. It helps
okay,
me
that's what I
to
thought
see
maybe
my
it was
camera.
close. Yeah.
Do you want to look?
He's keeping an eye out for people.
Oh yeah, beautiful bird.
Yeah.
But here is good because of the shade.
Yeah.
Even though I wouldn't mind being closer, but this works
Yeah,
for
I can
me.
see it would affect your.
Yeah. And as for the other owl, can I still see it? Yes, just yeah,
Yeah,
you can
yes.
still see it from here.
Yeah, yesterday there was one sitting on the runway sign
Was it really?
all day. Didn't move.
I'll show you the one
There's another guy that comes down from Binghamton.
I'm streaming live.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go. This one you can barely see. Yeah, it's... You can just see a little bit of white there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. So I'm going to go back to the other one, I think. Beautiful, though. Appreciate being able to do this. I saw the sign inside about, you know, your snowy owl watchers. It's a little shaky. Beautiful. How many flights do you guys get here? I mean, I know winter, the sign says winter's quieter, but...
It depends. It picks up as the weather improves, certainly.
And who owns this airport?
This is Seneca County.
Okay. What is that? Oh, maybe nothing.
In fact, a helicopter came in this morning and flushed them out of the field.
Oh, really?
That's why they're on where they are now.
Where'd it go? And what I'm looking at right now, you can't see it, is a horned lark. It's a small bird.
Yeah.
If it would stay still, I'd give you a look. Oh, you know, I think there's another one there. I hear it. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay.
Oh, yeah. What kind of bird is that?
Horned lark. I guess it's not actually a lark, but it's called a
Horned
horned lark. Maybe it is a lark. I don't know. I just look at the birds. I just don't know. I don't know anything about them.
Okay.
Well, not much about them. So, like, what's the nature of the traffic that comes here?
It's mostly general aviation.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of charter.
Oh, okay.
We do get occasional jets in here.
Do you really?
And they may be bringing important people going to the casino.
I see. How's the casino been? Has it been kind of a flop, or is it a success?
I don't know. It depends on who you ask.
Yeah, I guess.
I think if you work there, it's a
Big success.
big success. I think that it's a good asset for the county. I would say maybe the county would like to see it do more business.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure, for the tax revenue. Maybe to employ a few people, too.
First stop of the day?
No, actually, I've been to the Montezuma area, and where else have I? Well, really there, and one spot along the lake.
So you're live streaming?
I'm live streaming to YouTube right now,
Okay, so people go on your
so people are
your website?
tuned in and watching. I'll give you a show, so you can see what my camera's showing right now.
And it's picking up audio.
And yep, and
So it listens
picks
to
up
us.
everything. You can see what my camera's showing right now. It's a little bit behind us. There's a little bit delay. You can see what my camera's showing right now. It's a little bit behind us. There's a little bit delay. So anyway, that's and people are tuned in and they're chatting away. And you know, so, and I'm Ferris, by the way. So if you see reference to Ferris, well, that's me. Into this on a regular basis. Have a lot of fun doing it. It's not for everybody, but you know, it's my thing that I like to do. And
People follow you.
yeah, well, you know, we get to see some interesting things, including these snowy owls here.
Primarily bird focused.
Primarily, but if I see something else that's of interest, sure, I'll look at it. Or if you know, even scenery, if it's nice enough, I'll bother to look at it. So,
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago I had a red fox
did you?
cut right across, and somebody actually got a photo of the fox with an owl in the same
Oh, really?
frame. The fox wasn't going for the owl, it just happened to be heading that direction.
Neat. I would not have minded seeing that. We did see a number of weeks ago now, there was a short-eared owl here, and that's the only time I've ever seen one in my entire life, and I wouldn't mind seeing another one.
One of the guys working here saw one a couple of weeks ago.
Maybe it's the same time, because someone came out and someone who works here pointed it out to me, so I hadn't even known it was there until he did. But this is, you know, a wonderful place for the owls, certainly.
Do they know where this is being taken?
I'm sorry?
Do they know where you are at the moment?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Okay.
That they know. But, you know, like in the chat room, people generally don't provide much, you know, information because of privacy and things like that. There were a couple eagles flying around too a little while ago, but I don't see them now.
Well, the shadow's going to get longer, and he's not going anywhere.
No, I may move to, you know, just to change the angle, but I like being here, like I said, because of, you know, allows me to see a little better, see my camera, but I may change the angle anyway. Bird watching is not for everybody. I mean, there's no doubt, but
No, but it's alive and well.
it is. And, you know, I find it enjoyable. And, quite honestly, I enjoy sharing what I see as much as I enjoy seeing it, so.
Those people like to go to racetracks and watch cars go in circles.
Yeah, exactly. Taking a bunch of left turns. Let's move everybody and see if maybe we can change the angle, maybe help it, maybe hurt it. I don't know. We'll give it a try. Hold on, let me look at something here. Okay. The gentleman I just spoke with, he said, while I was inside when I first came in, he said that there were, there had been 2 owls. He said that it was like yesterday. So maybe there have been 2 owls around here of late. But like I mentioned earlier, I have not seen any reports of them being seen here on Ebro. So either no one's seeing them or no one's bothering to file a report. And I'm not going to file a report either, probably. Let's try from here. See how things go. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. There we go. Well, it might be a little better, maybe. Of course, it's not looking in our direction. Cute. Don't know where it is, but I still hear a horned lark calling. It's good to see 2 snowy owls here today. Said we'd be leaving very soon, so we may not have many opportunities to see them until next late fall, early winter, whenever they show up. There's some wind now. See the other owl from here now. Maybe. We're not going to be here too much longer. I mean, there's not much activity here. It's nice to see the owl, but I'm not sure if I can see that other snowy from here or not. Maybe not. Not even sure. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong spot. Anyway. There it is right there. Okay, I think we're going to head towards the car. We've got other places to go and birds to see, hopefully. One more look at this one. And then we're going to be on our way, or at least I think, maybe we'll shut down and then could get closer. But I'd be afraid I don't want to startle it. That's not what we're here for. But it seems to be in the same spot, the very same spot as we saw one last week. I don't know if it was the same owl or not, but same spot. Beautiful bird, really. Okay, let's make our way to the car. Good to see. Maybe not a perfect view, but we'll take it. Didn't mind seeing the horned lark either, although, a closer look was always better. Thank you very much. Take care. Sorry. All right, we'll go to Sable Road and take a quick look, and then I think we'll see how things go from there. In the meantime, I've got to get everything back so we can get in the car. Not quite as good a look as I would have liked, but I think a lot of that had to do with the lighting. Really, too bright. Too bright. Again. I do hope you're enjoying things. I'm sorry we missed out so far on the snow geese. But who knows, maybe we'll have some luck somewhere. There's always a chance. I think I may hear something, I'm not sure. Can't see it. Okay, another moment or two and we should be underway. We're gonna, before we head right, we're not gonna head right to save it. I wanna check on one thing first. Maybe it's not, maybe I shouldn't bother. It may not be worth it. No, probably not. Well, we'll see. Just get things going here. Okay. All right, let's go. Chances are everything's all tangled up here anyway, as usual. But I'll deal with it when I have to. Spiders are a nightmare. Bye, owls. Good to see you. Like I said, I didn't see them quite as well as I would have liked. you know, we'll take it. Anyway, we saw two. Let me just take a right here. Normally to go to Sables, I'd take a left, but let's just want to look at one thing. I think there's nothing up here, up ahead where I'm going to look, but it's worth checking since we're here. Still 36 degrees. But sunny. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. Alright, we'll turn around as soon as we can, and then we'll head towards Saybolt and see if there's anything of interest there. About to fly right over the road looks like a northern harrier. Is that a harrier? Yes, northern harrier. A harrier. It's almost 3 o'clock. Time is growing short. Something? No, I don't think so. Snow geese here on Saywell Road, up a little ways from here, but actually right near the area where we see the snowy owl. Not in that field, a different field, but in that same area. So you never know. Never know what we'll see. reports I've seen for Sable Road and snowy owl sightings there have been south of the gas well. So not on the gas well, so who knows? And we're heading south now, so from the view, I'm guessing it means the left of the gas well. Snow geese with a view, but let's look around. Without snow on the ground, might be relatively easy to see an owl that's here if there is one. Maybe not. Other things could be on the ground, make it difficult. Well, there's some snow in some spots. I should turn around and look through my my own window instead of the passenger side. Just look this way. I don't see anybody, not right now. Maybe I'm not looking far enough south, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh, is that it? No. Well, I don't see anybody here at the moment. It's very possible I'm missing it, but I think we're going to move on, and I'll keep things running because might be a good idea to do so. Maybe we'll have a look at some snow geese if we're lucky. So let's do that. Maybe, who knows? Sorry to disappoint, but you know, that's how it works sometimes. I guess I could have driven around and looked around, but I think with time running a little short, we should just keep going. Canada geese to our right. Hi, geese. Is there a number of them? Did I see something else with them? Hold on. I may not have. It could have been just the way one was lit, but... Uh-oh. I think I may be bothering them. Alright, I don't want to bother them. I have a feeling it was just the way one was lit anyway. Okay, let's keep going. Sometimes, you know, I want a good look at something, but if I'm going to disturb the birds, I'd just move on. I'd rather not bother them. It makes me miss out on things sometimes, but I'd rather favor them than me. The geese have all flown to where we would have seen them, you know, up close if we had stayed in Montezuma. You never know. Always a chance that one spot where we pulled over like last week and the week before, I believe, maybe they're there. I don't know. We bypassed it because we went to the airport. Canada geese here and there along the water's edge here. Decent numbers. But no snow geese in view. can't say the sun has worked for us the whole time, but if you just want some, nice weather, today's not bad at all. Said on my way here, I had seen 3 patches, large groups of snow geese on the water. Not close, but they were there. I should say I believe they were snow geese, and I didn't even bother to stop and look with binoculars, just given how far away they were. Oh, I see a patch, but they're well out there. They're like maybe 2/3 or maybe about 3/4 of the way across the lake. It's a large patch of them, but like I said, they're not close. We'll see if I can find a spot. We'll try to take a look, but I don't think I'll be able to give you a good look. If we were on the other side of the lake, it'd be good. I don't know if there are any areas along the road there. Too many trees there. Could have followed that truck, but I think there are too many trees blocking the view. Where are the geese? Yeah, see? I mean, from here. Oh, I just saw a belted kingfisher. Okay, let's see what we can see from here. I can hardly see. It's just like a white line. Yeah, I mean, from here it just looks like a white line on the horizon. Let me see if we can get a look at the kingfisher, though. If I can find it. I don't see it. Where'd it go? There it is. Wait, where is it? Oh, there. Okay. Okay. We might get a look at the kingfisher anyway. Maybe not. I'm going to back up the car just a little bit. It's in sight. So unfortunately, there's a branch in the way, but there's a belted kingfisher right there.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Is this the only place that you can fish?
I don't know if you're even allowed to fish here, to be honest with you. I'm not fishing, so
Oh.
I have no
I
idea.
was trying to call my friend. He didn't pick up his
Oh,
phone.
I have no idea.
It's my first time here.
Oh, I'm looking at birds, so I don't know.
All right. That's a bathroom, right?
Couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Okay, thanks.
Looks like one. Yes, it is. So, okay, so that's a belted kingfisher. Let me check on you guys. Oh, there. A little better look. Let me lighten it up. Maybe we can see its face a little better. That's better. I'm going to back up just a little bit more. Okay, so that's a belted kingfisher. Now I'll show you what I mean about the snow geese. Let me just situate here. See, they're very far away. And at this angle, they're just a white line on the horizon, but you can see that patch is a fairly extensive one. There are a lot of geese there. But this isn't quite the view I'd hoped to give you. I really wanted to give you something better than this. Let me just look around a little bit while you're looking at the geese, if I can get things steady. See, it's a long, I don't know how wide it is, but it's a long patch of them on the water. I'm not sure I see the belted kingfisher any longer. I think I'm looking in the right tree. I don't see it there. Oh, no, it's there. Same spot. Okay, so I think that's, if they looked like they were coming this way, that'd be something. But I think we're gonna take a break, and I'm going to head back to Ithaca, and I'll see you at about maybe 4:30. Okay, somewhere around there. Maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later. Around 4:30, everybody. Just want to make sure you have the message. All right, bye everybody.